What's up, guys? Lone Survival here, and as promised, this is my winter Alice bug out bag. Now, it's not perfect, but then again, no bug out bag truly is. I'm still tweaking some stuff out here and there, adding things, taking things out, seeing what works and what doesn't. Right now I'm experimenting with it without the frame to see how it feels. I do have a frame to go with it that I can take off another bag that I have. And if it feels any better, I'll probably switch them and put it on it. But right now it's looking like it's doing pretty good on its own. Now, this bag, obviously, from the title, it's set up for more winter-oriented trips or camping trips, bug out trips, whatever. So it's not going to be, like a summer bag. It's going to have different stuff. And I'm kind of backwards when it goes to my trips. In the summer, I like to rather use a hammock to keep off the ground, because here there is flooding from storms, obviously. And there's snakes, bugs, animals, stuff like that. So I'd rather be off the ground. In winter, a lot of that stuff goes away. So I'd rather be on the ground in a tent or in some sort of open air shelter. Now, one could argue, well, being on the cold ground will suck warmth out from you. That is true. But I've ordered some stuff from Amazon that should make my ground camping or ground shelters a little bit more bearable and comfortable. Now, before we get started in this, a lot of us know this. There's 3 tiers to gear. Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. Tier 1 is your EDC items, like your watch, your knife, your lighter, your wallet, your keys, your concealed carry, stuff like that. That's what you have on you nearly every day of the week. Your Tier 2 is your stuff that's on your, your battle belts, your chest raids, your plate carriers, whatever kind of setup you run. Your bucket bag included. And Tier 3 is your stashed items, like the preparedness items you have in your house, or the stuff at your bug out location, or the stored caches you have along your route, whichever that may be. But we're going to get started here. We're going to move from my right over. We're going to go from this pocket to this one, then we're going to jump in the main pocket. So, come over here real quick. Actually. Oh. Okay. The first pocket here, not everything is truly organized, so some things are going to be a little out of place, but that's no issue. Just got a Write in the Rain notebook and a regular ink pen. You never know when you're going to need a notebook. I really do need to organize some of this stuff a little better. Got some fishing bait and a fish stringer. This is just some, well, you probably already know this. You've seen a few of my older videos, but this is fat wood shavings. And here, just an Energizer headlamp, 3 modes. That red is good to have. In here I just added some of my homemade stuff that I made on my homemade penny stove and pocket fishing kits. They don't weigh much, and I could trade them off somebody or give them to somebody that needed them. Bank line, tarred bank line, 250 feet of bank line, much more economical than carrying paracord, and it does about the same. I think this is a 160 pound test strain, so it's not as strong as paracord, but I'm not climbing with it or anything, so it does the job as rope. Here, as far as fishing, I have some weighted floats and my UCO spork, and that is it for that pocket. And I'm moving to the middle pocket here. My Mora HD companion, carbon steel, very sharp knife, very durable knife. Use this for a lot. Love it. Best 20 bucks I ever spent. My Altoid 10 fire kit. I don't know what that is. I got a video on that somewhere down the line. A Ozark Trail folding saw. I find a saw is better than an axe in most situations. Yeah, it does use a little bit more energy, but it's a little bit more effective. And you ain't gotta worry about driving an axe into your leg. Fishing kit, my pocket fishing kit. You already know what that is. I've seen this many times, so you already know what it is. My Amberlet wood stove. Not even gonna go over that. Camper's toilet paper. You know, it's small enough to keep, and you know, with everything's been going. Toilet paper is, you know, next to golden bullets. Now I have just a little cameless fixed blade knife. I added it in here just to be a little hunting and fishing fillet knife, skinny knife sort of deal, because it is very small and it doesn't take up a lot of room. And here I just have some UCO stormproof matches, the mini ones. And last but not least, in that pocket I have just some regular strike on box matches and some more gulp baits, you know. Well, as far as here, I still have other fishing stuff in the bag, but as far as being here, fishing is pretty much done for the year. Unless it's trout or you're going deep water for bass using shad imitation baits. But, you know, you never know. You might get some fish in the winter. Might have one of those off days where it's like, oh, it gets to like 70 degrees and, you know, it happens. It happens, especially in the south. Okay, now to the far right pocket. Has some hot chocolate. You know, winter bag, you know, you're gonna want something comforting. Now, I also have some tea packets. Now, I'm not the biggest coffee drinker, so don't make fun of me for that. But, and as well as the instant coffee stuff, kind of tastes like antifreeze to me, so I don't, it's got a bad taste. Like, I know coffee is an acquired taste, and I don't mind coffee, you know, with sugar, but that instant stuff is just, that's brutal. Oh, don't fall over. Just a collapsible 1 liter outdoor products water bladder. I'm gonna do it anyway. You heard this up, so this bag is gonna keep falling over. And here is my Sawyer mini water purification system. Self-explanatory what that is. I'm pretty sure probably a bunch of us already have one. Some aluminum foil. You know, tons of uses for aluminum foil. You can use it to put it on the ground if you need to build a fire on a damp ground, wrap up some fish or some meat and cook it in it, or use it for make a container to boil water, or use it as a signaling device. It's many uses, invaluable, and it doesn't take up a lot of weight. Again, it's something that's invaluable and take up a lot of weight. Bandana, just a regular cotton bandana, you know, filtering, bandaging, tourniquet. Do pretty much endless uses with that. Alright, now I'm gonna move this stuff back into the end of the tarp here, and we're gonna break out into the main section of the pack. Okay, now I forgot to mention this, but I also have my USGI 2-quart canteen mounted to the side of the bag here. Got water purification tablets in the side. You already know this. Cup, all that in it. Move this for the side right quick. This is my tent. I could pack this stuff a little bit more better to make it more fitting on the bag, but this works just fine. This is a Solo Eclipse Hiker 1-person tent. Very good tent. I've used it a couple times. Seems to hold up very well. I don't know if it's necessarily a 4 seasons tent, but it doesn't seem to really give any issues. It holds up really well. I've only had a few issues where some embers flew up and burned the side of the rain flap, but I patched those up, no issue. So those are all good. This is for like at Bass Pro for like $30. So it's a very inexpensive and common and affordable first buyer backpacking tent or shelter. Now let's move into the main compartment here. Get this paracord undone. I want this video to take too long. In the top, I have food. I have 4 Mountain House meals. I have one that's macaroni and cheese. Another that is granola with blueberries. Another one that is chicken and mashed potatoes. And another granola with blueberry. So I have breakfast and a main. Let's see, is that still in here? Yes. Continuing food, I have 2 MREs. Entrees are garlic and herb chicken breast fillets. 2 of those. That's a quick, easy meal so I don't have to heat anything up, or if I just need some quick calories to keep going. Also, some couple packets of instant oatmeal, just extra food to have. See, it does look like okay. Continuing with food, this is more of ways to get food. I have some rat traps. Now these would be more oriented for catching squirrels, because anything bigger I think would just tear it up. Now let me say that these will only be used for survival purposes only if they were needed, because I'm pretty sure trapping like this is illegal unless you're on private land, and I don't think anybody can say anything about it. But that's all I can say about that. I got, okay, my telescoping fishing rod combo set. I think I'm going to change this reel out to a Zebco 33 micro, so it's a little bit smaller and I have a better quality reel. But all in all, it's a good, telescoping rod. Packs into the pack really well. No issues with it. Continuing, I guess, with more fishing and trapping. I have 2 yo-yos set up. They don't take up a lot of space and are easy to throw out and set up and just leave. Then I just have some picture wire or snare wire. Easy to set up snare. I set up a few snares before. They all went pretty well, so I really need to get back to honing those type of skills. I want to do some more primitive stuff, for like making arrows, bows, starting a fire with a bow drill, stuff like that. So I really want to get into that more primitive type of bushcrafting. And in here I have my USGI ultralight cutting board, and I also have, this is important, a wild edible book of North America, and as well as inside here I have my state map. It's always good to have that. And for the fishing, you already know what this is. This is my micro all-purpose fishing kit, I guess you could say. As well as I've got some of these. Just like I said, that the fishing would mainly be deep water bass, shad imitation, so this would definitely come in handy there. Got another headlamp. This is my Coast headlamp. I don't know the name of it, but it's 3 modes and red light. Now this is where it comes from, the stuff from Amazon. This I have. Ooh, it is green. To me, this almost looks black, but looking at it through the camera, you can probably see it too. It's a dark green. This is a 8x8 ultralight backpacker's tarp. This is a brand. It's called Andake. I don't know what that is. It's some Amazon stuff. It was the cheapest one I could find on there. It was like 20 bucks. But if any of y'all used it, drop a comment below. Tell me if it's any good or if it's trash or whatever, because I'm definitely going to test it out with the hammock. See how well that works, but I don't know anything about it. I just know it was the cheapest one, and it packs really small. So. Now here, probably seen a few other bushcrafters and YouTubers use this. This is the Kimlet Static V inflatable sleeping pad. This is a very lightweight sleep pad that's inflatable, better than the Thermarest ones that are much heavier and bigger than this. Perfect for ultralight backpacking and hunting trips that go over long distance and everything. Now, I got a really good deal on this, so that's why I got it. This was like, they're regular like $80 anywhere else. I got it for, I think, $35. So this is a really good deal. And last but not least, I have my winter outfitters, OD green and gray, 35-degree mummy sleeping bag. Now, I know a 35-degree really isn't a good bag, but here it doesn't really get that past freezing. And with layering, I think I should be okay as far as this. And if I need to, I can add a liner to the sleeping bag. So it's not too bad as far as temperature-wise. And being that this is only like 30 bucks, it's not too bad either. And the pack's really small, as you can see here. It's really, really small, only about 2 pounds. And that is it. Now I'm gonna move on to the my layering situation. Now I just carry an extra pair of socks in the bag, as everybody probably does or should. Now as far as layering goes, I only have 2 really good layering pieces of clothing, and that is what I'm wearing now. This is an M65 field jacket and M81 camo. I had the liner with it, but I'm not wearing the liner now. And under this, I would wear this. This is a old 1950s Korean War era U.S. Army wool flannel shirt. I don't know if that, yeah, that looked good right there. This is, you know, good for pulling moisture off your body, keeping heat in, etc. And as well, it's easy to take off and tack down. And I think what everybody should have is a good pair of boots. These are my, I think these are, I forget what the name is called, but they're Bass Pro. They were like $80, $90. They're marketed as work boots, but they feel really comfortable. If anybody wants to know the name of them, I've still got the box and the thing, so you drop a comment below and ask, I'll dig that up and tell you. To the person that wants to get on my comments and saying that I need to get real guns and get training with them, I just got one thing to say to you. I have real firearms. I just don't show pony them around like, you know, a lot of people do. I don't need people to know what kind of guns I have, and I don't want people to know what kind of guns I have, because the people that do are the only ones that I trust with that knowledge. And it's not about, you know, nothing being illegal or anything. It's just what I own should be my business, and whoever I choose to let know. That's about it. But that's about it. You know, drop a comment below if you think I should add something or take something out. I'm always open to suggestions. And you know, the usual: like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time.